All Hail Biafra! This is Biafra Liberation Army Network coming to you again. Please like, share, and comment.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Honorable Tochi. Welcome, Biafrans. Welcome to this historic moment. Welcome to this historic moment. I believe everyone here is happy today. What they thought we could not do, we did it. Dear friends, we should be happy today. God has answered our prayer in a very miraculous way. Just like our Prime Minister tells them, you will be in Biafra and you will be asking, when is this Ona Biafra going to come? That was what he told them. I welcome everyone here today. I welcome all the media. I welcome all Biafrans. I welcome all the friends of Biafrans. I welcome the stakeholders. I welcome our allies watching us from across the world. I welcome everyone to this historic moment of the launch of the United States of Biafra radio station. We did it. That's all I can say. I told y'all, that's what I will always say. When I tell you we're going to do something, it's a promise. We're going to do it. This is just one of them. I want to use this opportunity to welcome all Biafrans present here. I want to use this opportunity to recognize our leader, Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu. One of the reasons the Nigerian terrorist state is holding Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu today in Nigerian DSS dungeon is because they said he tried to establish Radio Biafra, right? Radio Biafra, that could be broadcast just in Biafra land or just in Nigeria. Today we have Radio Biafra, Radio USB, that is being broadcast all over the world, including in Biafra land, in Nigeria, and all over the world. Isn't that sweet? We are very, very happy. Our leader, Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu, be not moved for that which you seek. We got it 100 times. That's what we need to tell you. They locked you up because they said they found a transformer. You imported transformer into Nigeria to establish Radio Biafra, right? That was the reason why they thought you a terrorist, which you are not. And that is why President Tinubu and Christopher Musa have locked you up for the past 5 years for nothing. Just for saying, let my people go, because Biafrans do not want to live in a country where the president and the defense secretary reintegrate non-terrorists into the country. That was the only crime of our leader Nnamdi Kanu. That was his only crime. He is not a terrorist. He's not a terrorist financier. He just wanted the freedom for his people. Again, for those of you that do not know, Biafra was a nation, an independent nation between 1967 and 1970. Full-fledged independent sovereign state with all the benefits. What we need on November 29th in Lahti, Finland, is to restore that republic and name it the United States of Biafra. Nothing changed, nothing moved. The same geographical location, the same people, the same laws, the same values, the same everything exists. So it's nothing new. We have our allies between 1967 and 1970 that supported the Republic of Biafra. All those allies today are supporting the United States of Biafra government. And we thank all of you for what you are doing to ensure that Biafrans start going home as quickly as possible to not only protect their people, not only defend their land, not only defend the mineral resources God has blessed us with, but also to give to our people those beautiful life, that quality of life that they deserve to get, which the Nigerian state is denying them. We are going home. We are protecting our land from the killings of the Nigerian state, the forceful removal of innocent Biafrans, young men and young women, locked up in different cells across Nigeria and across Biafra, in different DSS dungeons, in different police stations, in different cells across Nigeria and across Biafra land, for nothing except they do not want to live with a country that reintegrates non-terrorists who are given AK-47 by President Tinubu and Christopher Musa to kill and maim innocent Biafrans. That was their only crime. They want their own freedom. Self-determination is their right. And Tinubu sent all these reintegrated terrorists like Boko Haram, ISWAP, all of them, ISIS. Nigeria is a safe haven for all the terrorists in the world today. They wine and dine with President Tinubu, Christopher Musa, the Nigerian politicians, the delegitimized governors in southeastern part of Nigeria, including Hope Uzodinma, Peter Mba, and all of the other delegitimized governors. Nnamdi Kanu has not committed any crime except what millions of Biafrans are doing. Between February 2024 and November 2024, 50 million Biafrans voted to exit Nigeria in a self-referendum, which we did both online and physically in homeland. No one can stop that. The Nigerian state secretly went to Kenya and kidnapped our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, blindfolded him, beat him up, put him in a plane, and moved him down to Nigeria without going through any due process of law in Kenya. And Biafrans at this moment want to thank the Kenyan government for doing the right thing by rewarding Nnamdi Kanu and letting the world know that Nnamdi Kanu has no case. He won the case in Kenya and indicted Nigeria that came to kidnap him. Yes, Biafrans all over the world and true lovers of freedom, we thank the Kenyan government for stepping up to create that integrity in the leadership of Kenya by letting the world know that the Nigerian state headed by Tinubu kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya and renditioned him to Nigeria and locked him up. Since then, going to 5 years right now for nothing. Every now and then they conduct this jamboree, this shambolic trial for nothing. And we Biafrans have let them know, if they like, let them try Nnamdi Kanu from now to the next 100 years. Biafrans are already going home. That is why we're telling Nnamdi Kanu, do not be moved for that which you seek, we already got. Do not let them intimidate you. Do not let them move you. On the same arm, our able Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa, who stood in the stead of Nnamdi Kanu after they took away Nnamdi Kanu. Our Prime Minister rose up with the cause of Biafrans to lead us into our promised land. What did Nigeria do? They became restless. They became restless. Tinubu and Christopher Musa became restless. They colluded with Finland to remove our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa, just about 2 weeks before our redeclaration in Finland. Finland was with the Prime Minister Simon Ekpa from January 2024 to November 2024. They didn't touch him. They didn't take him away. But the last 2 weeks before all Biafrans all over the world converged in Finland, Alexander Stubb ordered for Prime Minister Simon Ekpa to be removed, to be taken away. And that was exactly what Finland did. They took him away so that he will not be part of the redeclaration, so that he will not be part of declaring Biafra, which he worked so hard for, which he holds dear to his heart, which he has fought to stop all the killings, most of the killings going on every day by the Nigerian state, to stop Biafra declaration, to stop us from being free. That was all Simon Ekpa did, nothing more. And what happened? The criminal and terrorist state of Nigeria colluded with Finland because it's all about the agenda, the Islamization agenda, which countries like Finland, the globalists, are trying to protect. It's so easy for them to protect their own. The others can go to hell. They don't care about us. It's not about, it's about the economic interest that Finland was looking for to get in Nigeria, which is the oil. So they sacrificed Simon Ekpa. He became the sacrificial lamb in Finland. And the negotiation continued to give Nigeria, to give Finland the contract of oil, and then sacrifice Simon Ekpa. With all the misinformation from the Nigerian state. It was all about the Nigerian security, what they did, the police. But they forgot to care, to tell Finland about the thousands of innocent Biafrans that are being murdered every day by the Nigerian state. Thousands of Christians being murdered every day by the reintegrated terrorists that Nigerian state brought into Nigeria and into Biafra land. I believe they didn't tell Finland about that, but now I know Finland is fully aware of this crime against humanity being committed by the Nigerian state every second, every day. So what did they do? The Finland government invited our Prime Minister for questioning. Since November 2024, our Prime Minister is still under the custody of Alexander Stubb as we speak for the same questioning. They tagged him with all manner of evil, terrorist, financier, terrorist, commanding us. And they encouraged Finland to arrest 4 innocent Biafrans for nothing. They branded them terrorist financiers. They locked them up. As we speak, many of them have lost all their means of livelihood in Finland. locked up for over a month. Innocent Biafrans, just like you and I, that did not do anything except we do not want to live in a country that reintegrates and reintegrate terrorists to kill innocent Biafrans and innocent Nigerians. And Finland went on this fishing expedition while locking them up. So you lock people up first, then you go on investigation. Really? Yes, that was exactly what Finland did. You lock them up first, then you went to investigate. That's what we call fishing expedition. That is what Alexander Stubb did, not Finland anyway, because we hold Finland at a very high esteem. We respect Finland. Finland was a country that brought food during the civil war between Biafra and Nigeria. Finland NGO, Finland citizens were in Nigeria feeding Biafrans in Biafra land during the civil war of 1967 to 1970. Maybe Alexander Stubb forgot that. So Alexander Stubb, Finland fought for their independence from Russia, really, right? So you think the independence of Finland was just gotten by talk? You know better. You know better what Prime Minister Simon EKPA is doing, especially trying to save his people from administration, from a state that encourages terrorism, want to Islamize the whole country. So they removed our Prime Minister. From the moment they took our Prime Minister away in November, till now we speak, Biafra has lost over 2,000 to 3,000 innocent indigenous to the hand of the terrorist state of Nigeria. Alexander Stubb, that is the ill. That is the ill you've brought to Biafra people. As we speak, Alexander Stubb is still holding our Prime Minister Simon EKPA for the lies propagated by the Nigerian state to give him oil, and then he will sacrifice Simon EKPA. But this crop of the United States of Biafra government, cabinets, people, citizens, they will never let you go out with such criminality. It's a promise. You cannot hurt and kill innocent Biafrans and get away with it. You cannot. Because your country also fought for their freedom. So I want to use this opportunity to remember our Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon EKPA, and we Biafrans are telling you, do not be moved, for that which you seek, we already got. No one can stop the restoration. We already restored it. The protection and the removal of any Nigerian security from Biafra land. As we speak, Nigeria is currently occupying a foreign land with their reintegrated terrorists. They give them police uniform, they give them military uniform, and send them to Biafra land with AK-47. The United States of Biafra government, we must protect our land and we must protect our people. They finished trying our Prime Minister on the shambolic case they have against him in Finland. They say they will have the judgment by the first week of September. They were supposed to negotiate his bail conditions. So we are waiting for Finland for the first week of September to see if you will redeem your image to the path of justice. Stop this suppression and oppression that you are encouraging Nigeria to do.